Hi, and welcome to my channel. We are staring down my basement stairs, and I'm going to take you down there and show you where we keep all of our freezer stuff and some of our other bulk storage. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's start working. I am taking you down to our basement where there's some organizing that needs to be done. So let's see. Oh yes, we got our bulk UNFI order, which is United Natural Foods. It's like where the co-ops buy their food. It's kind of like As Your Standard. You've probably heard of that, which is pretty popular right now. But this comes just to a prescribed location for a group of us, and we've got a bunch. And then over here, I've got my standing freezer and some of that stuff from we call it truck groceries because it comes on a big truck, and that's exciting for us, for Leo mostly. Some of the stuff from that just got really like crammed in here, so that needs to be taken care of. This is actually kind of empty for us right now, especially once I get this organized and boxes out of here. And we are getting more fish. This is fish. More fish and more chickens soon, and some of the chickens might go in here too. So I need to get this organized so it's ready to receive more food. And then over here we have one of our small chest freezers, and in this one, this is our pork and chicken freezer. So this is getting kind of empty as well. We usually get a half a pig every year. I think this year we might even do a whole pig. We get 25 chickens so that we can have chicken every other week for a year. So we'll do this summer, I'll get my 25 chickens, and I think that they're going to be processing some of those soon. So, or maybe all of them. So I want to have room for 25 chickens between this freezer and then spill over into the other freezer. I think the pig won't come until the fall, so we should have time to get some of those chickens eaten. So let's start with this standing freezer because it seems like it'll be the easiest. So I like to start with a success. So here we go. Okay, so I've got this pretty well organized. On the top, this is the little bit that's left from our first cow that we bought. We do a half a cow at a time. And we have another one. We have another small chest freezer here that has the beef from the second cow. But I wanted to keep it separate so that we're making sure we use this stuff first. There's some stew meat left. That's in the back is a lot of bones and liver, and which I have a hard time getting like liver into my family. So I have to find out what else I can do with that to get more than just me to eat it. And then these are shanks, which is like the leg with a bone in it. So that's fun because there's the marrow in the bone, which we really love. So if I roast that, then spread the marrow on some toast, and then take the meat and make like a stew or a slow cook kind of meal with that. That's really nice, like 2 uses for that. And then I've got my ice cream containers, and this is all stock straight back, and this is butter. Then here we have, this is prepared stuff. Like I've got a couple meatloafs in here, leftovers that I might freeze. I've got some mushrooms that we weren't going through, so I cooked them up and froze them. I just label what the poundage was before I cooked it, so it's like a pound of mushrooms, but it's quite a small bag once it's cooked. Frozen macaroni and cheeses, as my husband takes these for lunch sometimes or has them as a snack at night. So I put the old ones in the front and new ones in the back. And this is all nuts and seeds. Down here we have our fish. This is all salmon, and this is in the front black cod, which is amazing. If you ever have a chance to have black cod, it's incredible. It's just, usually it's marinated in miso and roasted or broiled, and it's just the most buttery, smooth. It's incredible. It's not fishy at all. Halibut in the back, and then I've got some shrimp just from the grocery store in the middle. We get our fish from a CSF, which is community supported fishing. So we know somebody, but you don't have to know him. It's called Honeywillia Fish is the company, and he fishes in Alaska and ships it all back to Vermont, and there's a bunch of pickup locations, and we get all this beautiful Alaskan fish. Down here I've got my raw cat food and a freezer pack, which we're getting low on that. So this will soon be full of chickens, I think, and probably another box of fish here. The fish comes in 3 installments, so it's not too much at one time. And I'm sure there's not salmon in the first installment because I have a bunch. All right, and the door, let's see. Starting at the top, I've got pizza sauce that I just make a bunch at one time and freeze it in the amount we need. Just some different, let's see, stocks and some charmoula, which is just like a green sauce that I make in the summer and freeze. Down here, more stock. Oh no, this is beans actually. I should get a pressure canner because this is taking up a lot of space in my freezer. But these are all beans. I make them when I need them. I make a bunch, freeze extras, fruits. And on the bottom, we've got a little bit of sauce, tomato sauce that I made last summer left. Some more stock, and then our lunch meat and smoked salmon is in that little bottom basket. So that's it for here. Let's go over to the pork and chicken freezer. So this, I just kind of need to know what's left in here, and I need to make sure I have no more chicken that needs to be used. So I'm ready to pack this back up again. So let's do this one now. Back with gloves. It's cold. This is a jumbled mess, and I want to see what I have, and I want to group things together. And I'm doing this as quickly as I can. I've got these things will go on top. We have 2 chickens plus a Cornish hen, which is just a small chicken, and 2 bags of wings. Whenever I cook a chicken, I thought I break it down, and we do this every other week. I break down the chicken, but I take the wings off and put them in a bag in the freezer, and then when I have a bunch of wings, we supplement with 1 bag of bought wings, and we have wings. Then I've got some pork belly. This is all pork belly on top, and then there's all fat under here from there down. So I need to do some fat rendering, and there's a little thing of leaf lard, which is the lard from around the kidneys, maybe just all the internal organs, I don't know. But if you do this right, this is flavorless. It doesn't taste like pork at all, and you can use it for, well, most importantly, frying donuts. And supposedly it's the best way to eat a donut. This is the only roast I have left, and underneath that is all organs. chicken and pork. This is all chicken feet. I keep forgetting to add this, so it's kind of built up, but whenever I make stock, I like to add a bag of these chicken feet, and they just make the best, most gelatinous, collagen-filled stock. So that's really great. And then this bag is kind of open, but that's okay. This is just, I just put it in here the other day because I didn't have room in my upstairs freezer. That's chicken bones from 2 chickens. Once I get 2, I'll make stock. So now this will help me remember this week I'll do this, and I'll take this and add a bag or maybe 2, because it's gonna be a lot of these chicken feet, and make stock. And then down here we've got the ground pork and Italian sausage. This is ground turkey. I make turkey burgers mostly with that. Ham steaks and breakfast sausage, which we buy separately, and bacon. Oh, and there's this 1 package of pork chops, so I put that in here too. So I'm gonna put this stuff on top and I'll be done. Okay, there it all is, and look at all that space. So between the space, there's space under here, under both of these. Between this space and the space in the standing freezer, let's see if it closes. That's the next question. No. Between those 2 places, we will have enough room to get 25 chickens and part of our fish. All right, now that is good and closed. And since we're here, this is the beef freezer, and that is nice and full because we have, actually this is ground beef from the first cow. You get a lot of ground beef when you get a cow, a lot. And the farmer did tell us, don't specify that you want ground beef because you're going to get plenty. And we did. This is 2 boxes deep, and it's full of ground beef. So this time around, we're doing much better about mixing in ground beef meals a lot more. And we've been giving some away too to Joe's parents, and they've been appreciating that. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking we're not going to need to get a cow this fall. That's when they process their cows, and I'm thinking about trying to make this stretch so we'll have another full year with this one, and then get another half a cow the following fall. All right, maybe let's move over. Let's move over and see if we can get the truck groceries, as we call it. All these boxes unpacked and put away as well. I keep that stuff in these upper cabinets, some of the lower cabinets as well, and then over on this big shelf. So let's try and do that too, and we can be all done. Okay, I'll show you kind of what we got here. This, we have the opportunity to order every month, and I usually do order every month. I just kind of look around. Salsa. They didn't have our usual salsa, so I took a gamble and got a case of this. There are 12, so hope you like it. Hand soap. Joe is telling me the things that need to go upstairs, so I'm making a collection. Cassava flour, we use this for soft tortillas. We eat a lot of tacos. Tuna fish. I recently learned that the solid white albacore tuna, it comes from the same fish as the skipjack, which is what this is. But the albacore has a higher concentration of mercury in it because of the location on the fish. So I switched to skipjack. I gave it a test first with the people, and they couldn't tell the difference. So now we get skipjack, and it's also cheaper. Pole and line caught, of course. I think our last truck grocery order, I was accidentally, this never happens, but I was accidentally sent this Chipotle lime mayonnaise by the same Primal Kitchen brand as I get my other mayonnaise from. That was that I just opened mayonnaise. And it is delicious, so that was a fine mistake. I've been loving this on hamburgers with this mayonnaise, lettuce, red onion, and I buy a sauerkraut, a raw, live sauerkraut, fermented sauerkraut with dill seasoning, so it's kind of like having dill pickles on it. It is so good. This ghee is because Nora and I cannot have cow's milk protein right now. She can't because it bothers her system, and I can't because she's still nursing, and she even is bothered by that. So I just got the cheapest ghee that they had that was, I think grass-fed is what I was looking for. Yeah, grass-fed and pastured cows, so we'll see how this is. Ghee. Last, potato chips. I wish I could find both organic and avocado or olive oil potato chips, but it seems like it's one or the other. If you get the avocado oil, it's not organic, and if you can find the organic, it is with sunflower oil or, I don't know, some other vegetable oil that I don't want. So I have decided that it's more important to me, it is non-GMO, it's more important to me to have the good oil, because those vegetable oils, your body is just not set up to be digesting those, so, or using those in the body, I should say. So I go with the avocado oil or olive oil, and not organic. This is the problem with me. I move things around. Even I can't find them, but what I dream is that all this would have a place and it would be labeled, and I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. So I put some of these here because people know where to find them when they're here, and then the box I might just put up on the counter here. And as room is made, I've got some corn chips back here too. They'll go into here. Yeah, this is all full. Might as well just show you around while we're in here. This is all teas and both loose and bagged. Our fryers down there. Ziploc, oh, we need those upstairs, I think. Some gallon bags. Nope, those are quart. Some of these gallon bags. Take those upstairs. Parchment paper, dishwashing gloves, stuff like that. Potato chips. Then up here, I've got my cassava flour. Some coconut flakes. Behind there is sorghum. Oats go back this way. Einkorn flour, vinegar, macaroni and cheese, pasta, crackers, rice noodles for pho, and then for pad thai, some canned peaches from my parents' garden tree. Over here, let's see, we got the salsa in right there. Then we have taco shells, pickles, yeah, just lots of stuff, salt, applesauce. Here's all my ghee. I was really resisting getting a case of ghee because I wanted to think I was going to be able to eat butter, but it's just not happening yet. Hopefully Nora will grow out of it, but in the meantime I just broke down and got a case of ghee. It's just more expensive, and it doesn't, I mean, it's good, but it doesn't taste like butter. Mayonnaise, lots of mayonnaise. We use lots of mayonnaise. Soy sauce. And here's you've been sitting on these buckets right here. This is all my bucket storage grains. Coconut oil. Palm oil still has not made it into a bucket, but it will. It's fine where it is for now. And that is the basement. Thank you for watching today. It was fun to show you where we keep all of our food in the basement. We have a lot of food down here. I will see you next week. Bye.